Good morning, everyone. Uh, I'd like to welcome you here to Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp Meeting Association for our Sunday service. My name is the Reverend Dr. Lewis Gates, and I am the current pastor here at Colby Temple. Today, I want to, on behalf of our pastor, which is me, and the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you into our service today from your home. Uh, and I'd like to open the service with a prayer. Infinite Spirit, we want to thank each and every one here that is working on our behalf in the hospitals and around the world trying to eradicate this pandemic. And we want to ask you to send your energy, your blessings to each and every one of them. Also to the families who have suffered loss in their lives from a loved one. Job, career, choice things in their life, that you would send them comfort and blessings and love and support at this moment in their life, that we asked you in all sincerity, Spirit, God, to allow yourself to send healing energy, to send balance, to send connection to each and every person. This we ask. Amen. I want to start before we start into our service. If you're watching today and you're part of this service and you're watching today, you can always donate at the camp website at cassadaga.org. Or if you're shopping, I know a lot of people are shopping from home right now. If you're shopping from home for Amazon, just put in Amazon Smile and put in Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp, and they will take a small percentage of everything you buy and they will send it to us. So that will be another way to donate to the organization because we are a 501c. And right now, if you're coming out for events here in the organization, please check the website. Remember, the camp bookstore is closed at this moment, so it's closed. The mediums are still working. A lot of us are still working through Skype, through telephone readings, readings over the phone. But if you come here, you're going to have to kind of contact a medium or somebody first because right now we aren't open at this point to have the buildings open and for you to go into the Welcome Center and find a medium and do that because this is locked up at this point. But we will be reopening right after the pandemic or when we're able to open again. So, first of all, when we start our services, I want to start with the Declaration of Principles. And I'm going to read those, and you can sit and quietly and listen. I know some of you that are listening will probably know what the principles are. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomenon of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm that the moral responsibility of the individual and then he makes his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in the Bible are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Now we're going to go into the part of the service. I'm going to read the healing prayer. I'm going to go into like a 10, 15-minute meditation, which I'll be doing. So I want to listen to the healing prayer. You can repeat it in your head, repeat it out loud for healing. And this is healing for ourselves, but also healing for the universe, for the earth plane, mind, and body. And to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. Now we're going to go into a meditation. quiet meditation. So just relax, breathe, and what I'd like you to sells itself within you. As you breathe the air, hold the vibration, and then breathe out into the universe. And as you control your breath, as you control this vibration that is you, allow the energy to flow within your being. As that vibration, as that connection, as we breathe in the energy, the blessings that they have for us, we allow that vibration to dwell within us. We allow it to touch the Christ Spirit within us. And then we breathe out this beautiful positive energy. Feel that easiness, that vibration of calmness radiate within your body. Allow that energy to build. When you breathe in, you hold it in your lungs. It touches the heart chakra when you breathe. And it allows that energy to mix with love, compassion. It allows that energy to be back into the universe, blessing others less fortunate, giving blessings to each and every person as it travels from us across the universe. As we find our balance, at this time that we're in, I want you to see this beautiful positive energy radiating out from you, from every pore, every cell within your body, allowing that vibration, that connection, that is you. There is no one else like you. There is none like you. So as you breathe, as you connect to this higher vibration, I want you to sense that consciousness within you, your higher self, your connection to the divine spirit. And as you pull that energy down from the ethers, I want you to feel it radiate within every cell of your body, every molecule, every organ. And as it builds its energy, as it builds its vibration around you, I want you to feel that vibration build and allow it to go out to the universe, touching individuals that are in the hospital, touching families that have lost individuals this past month, touching our families because of the times that we are in. Blessing the space around us, allowing it to build, blessing the space and others' lives. As we sit quietly in our home, allow yourself to find that passion. It dwells within us. That vibration of love, compassion, and patience. The divine spirit is always in control. always with the energy, allowing it to flow through the grass, through the whisper of the trees. As that breath continues, I'd like you to ask your guides, your protectors, to allow someone to step up next to you. This could be a master teacher, a healer, a loved one, your higher self. Allow that energy to pull up close to you in your vibration. Everybody feels it differently. They feel the connection. Sometimes in a different vibration. But allow yourself to be open, to feel the vibration of energy, that connection of love. Your loved ones send compassion and love to you from the spirit set of life. And as you breathe, allow it to heal any dis-ease within your body. Allow it to start at the base of your feet, moving from Mother Earth up through the vibration of your body, allowing it to touch your root chakra, moving into your spleen and up through your body into your heart, bringing everything within your body to balance. Ask your higher self for perfect health, for perfect balance. As you pull the energy out from the spirit world down through your crown chakra, allow it to radiate down through you. Allow that vibration to go through your third eye, your throat chakra. Visit that energy within your heart. And as you breathe here, allow yourself to see that beautiful green, that balance of energy, that balance of green energy around you. I know each and every one of you can feel it. And as that energy builds within you, I want you to send it out. Send it out as far as you can imagine. To the four corners of the universe. Allow the energy to move. The energy you send might not touch everyone, but it will touch the ones that need it. It will give them a blessing, a balance within their life. You are more powerful than you can imagine. Now at this time in our lives, we need the faith as a mustard seed, that we can move the mountains. That we can raise the energy of the earth to a higher plane. We all got together, send energy as fast, connected as we can. We could change the energy within the earth by just love. compassion. And as you breathe, allow the energy within you to keep building. Allow it to keep sending out this energy constantly throughout the day. Blessing everyone you come in contact with, and everyone within your space. Now as we sit here in this quiet moment, there are places within the United States that are going through a terrible time. I want you to envision your energy going to one of those places. You don't have to pick them all. Pick one that stands out to you. New York, Michigan, Louisiana, Washington State, California. What radiates into your mind? And I want you to feel yourself walking there, sending out energy, blessing everything on your path. Allowing that vibration in that space. You know, by you, that's where your energy will balance with others for the highest and best. So allow yourself to walk through the hospitals, through the homes of individuals that are ill, sending energy, sending balance. Each one of us are pulling the energy from God through our being. We're allowing ourselves to be the conduit that heals others, that blesses them on their journey. You've already blessed yourself. You've healed every cell within your body. All we have to do now is to trust that God has us in the hollow of his hand. Now as you come back to your space, I want you to thank your higher self and your guides for doing this. Allowing the blessings of Spirit to rain down upon you. Father used to always tell me, I always want to hear God say, job well done, good and faithful servant. When we serve our mankind, our fellows on the walk on this earth, whether they're on the path ahead of us, with us, or behind us, we are there to propel them higher than where we are, to allow them to clear the path for us. So think of yourself as being loved, being encouraged, and being blessed at this time. And that positive energy will radiate throughout your life. Now I want you to take another breath. I want you to start bringing yourself back here to your space, thanking yourself, thanking Spirit for what they've done for you on your walk here today. And With this other breath, open your eyes. I want to thank you all. I think we're all back. I think we're back to what I'm going to do today. I know a lot of you know that today is Palm Sunday. That's Sunday before Easter. So I'm going to do a little bit my spiritualist take on Palm Sunday. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to read something from our hymnal. I think as a poet for today. It's called Windows to Your Soul. Spiritualism teaches a broad philosophy. It has been said by one of the teachers of old that there be many windows to the soul. One pane cannot catch the thousands of scantling truths and radiating from the kingdom of God. Lift the blinds of superstition. Let the soul open wide the windows through which the truth may enter. Attune your ear to the wordless music of the spheres, and your heart, like a flower seeking the sun, will reach out for truth, and a million unseen hands will reach down to help you up to a peace-crowded heights. The glory of the fulfillment will sustain you. During this time in our lives, we're having to be away from people. We're having to be sequestered. We have to be away. We have to sit 6 foot away. We have to wear masks. We have to do this. We have to do that. There's a lot of things that are going on in our lives at this point. But as spiritualists, we really believe that God is in control. Divine Spirit is in control. Because as a belief system, I believe that the Divine Spirit is in everything. When I walk, when I do my walking meditations, when I sit, when I go somewhere else, God is there. And I believe that there is an energy here, an idea, and a vibration of energy, maybe to bring us closer together, even by being apart at this point. It is going to bring us closer together. There's always a method, and I tell people, remember, that when one door shuts, when one door pulls itself shut, some other door will creak open. It might not creak as open as you think it should, but it will open. Another door, another vibration will open. And as we get into Palm Sunday, remember, it is a day of celebration. It is a day of celebration. It's to ride when Jesus came into the city on a donkey. It represents control over will. That's what it represents. Remember, in Genesis, the creation story, we're given dominion over all the animals, fish, the birds, meaning that every kind of thought. We were giving dominion. And we at Spiritism, we believe that your thoughts are things. It's what we're putting out into the universe. It's what we're propelling out into the universe. So by Jesus riding the donkey into the city, he was taking control over the thoughts, the vibration. So if you believe that you're receiving negative energy every single day, then you're probably going to get some more tomorrow. And the day after that, it's going to get a little worse, a little worse, a little worse. You have to realize that. You have to realize, too, there's an old story I say all the time that I think it was cute. I heard it many years ago. This farmer fell off his tractor, broke his arm. And his wife come running out. Ethel come running out. She called the ambulance. She got him to the hospital. And when he had it all set, he woke up in the bed. He looked at Ethel, and he looked at her and said, Ethel, when I fell off that tractor, you were there, Ethel. When I fell off the roof last year, Ethel, you were there. Ethel, well, you know, when I almost drowned in that lake, Ethel, you were there. Ethel, you're just bad luck. Sometimes we look at things that are bad luck, our understanding of where we are. We deal a lot in spiritualism with natural law. You can't change the laws. You can only abide by the laws. The law of vibration is a very strong law. It's when we raise our vibration to connect to spirit. We raise the vibration around us to affect others. We raise our vibration. We didn't lower it. We raise our vibration to affect others. We raise our vibration to connect to our higher consciousness, to guides, to God. So when we're talking about thoughts here, that was a symbolism of Jesus riding the donkey into the city. The symbolism. So the symbolism of that is to connect to this higher sense of consciousness within us. That's what it's for. It's to allow us to be. Spiritualism, I entered this religion many years ago, many years ago. But I've always known that my consciousness, my vibration, allows me to find my path, my journey, mind. And at this point in your life, every one of you, this Palm Sunday, I want you to try to find your passion. What is your passion for your life? Ask your guides about your path. Is this your path you need to be on, or do you need to change the path? Maybe this quiet time within our lives to sit quietly is to listen, My mother used to always tell me, be still and know that you are God. Be still. And sometimes we just have to be still. We have to be quiet, be still. I always told my wife, I said, the world's getting a little bit crazy because people aren't even lifting their heads up anymore. They're constantly in their phones. They're constantly on the tablets. They're constantly looking down. They're not looking up anymore. They're not looking up. They're looking at these tablets. They're looking at these phones. They're always constantly on this device. The device in our lives, the phone, these things in our lives have become our new idol, our new vibration within our lives. So we have to take time to step away. And if I can tell you something this week, step away from the news, step away, go outside, take a break. Go sit out in the sun, go do something in your life that takes you away from it for a while. Allow yourself to take a breath and a vibration. Laying the palms in front of Jesus were a symbol of strength. That's what laying the palms were for. It was a symbol of strength. The road is paved with strength. That's very apt view at this point in our lives because our lives are, we need strength. We need strength to get through all this, to get out the other side of this. We need strength. We need patience. We need strength at this point in our lives to move past this. So this Palm Sunday, affecting today, on this April 5th, we are in the process of finding our strength, our inner consciousness, our being within us. So allowing ourselves to find that connection, getting our thoughts under control. We're going to come out of this. Might be a new normal for us, but we will come out of this. But how we come out of it is the choices we make within our lives. And allowing yourself to find that choice within your life, that connection to you. You can be miserable and be totally miserable at this point, but start saying something. I told somebody the other day, we all as spiritualists, we all as people who are doing the spiritual work should have a gratitude journal every day. You should have it at this point in your life. Have a gratitude journal. And at the end of the day today, write down at least 4 things you're grateful for. 4 things. It could be you're grateful for your family, grateful for still not being sick, grateful for being able to get up this morning, grateful for you had enough food in the refrigerator, grateful for something. 4 things. Every day, write down 4 things you're grateful for. And what it does is it changes the mind thought. It changes that vibration of thought to more of a positive. Even though you say, well, it's really, but but it still changes that thought, and it changes that vibration of energy, that vibration of thought within you. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that positive thought. Because with Ethel being bad luck, if we keep thinking something is bad luck, we're just going to get more bad luck. If we believe that some things in our lives are positive, then we allow ourselves to get to a more positive energy. The more we think positive thoughts, the more the positive energy will abide around us. It's a law of vibration, raising our vibration, getting ourselves to a higher consciousness. And if we keep telling ourselves it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right, we allow positive energy to flow within our vibration. Sure, we're still going to go through stuff. Sure, we're still going to have stuff happen in our lives. But it will allow us to allow that positive energy to radiate within our vibration. Radiate within our vibration. So, the question here is when we look at this Palm Sunday, we look at strength, we look at thoughts, we look at love, we look at blessings. We also look at all these things that compel ourselves with this today. And we're in a part of our lives that connects to us. There was a story, a new thought many years ago, that this kid was on this boat and he was up in the gang, way up top, trying to see the horizon. And every time he looked down, he would get sick. He would get ill. He would get sick. And the older sailor on board ship said, look aloft, look higher, look aloft. And when the kid looked up, he stopped being sick. He stopped feeling sick. And we at times in our lives have to look to higher consciousness, a higher vibration within our lives. We have to. We have to be in that direction in our lives. And when I tell people about their thoughts, their vibration, their situations within their life, it's always this connection within your being. Not somebody else's, not some other vibration, but your being. Because you have to really understand that you have traveled your own path. Nobody has ever traveled your path. And most people would probably just roll their eyes and take a guess at some of the paths that you had taken. But they were paths meant for you. A journey that was picked for you, a journey that was connected to you. And as you make that journey, you allow the trip, the vibration, to radiate within you. Your thoughts will take you on whatever roadway, whatever trip that you are going to take. But doesn't mean every trip has to be a negative trip, a bad trip. It needs to be a trip or a vibration in your life that radiates to you. You might be on a journey right now in your life that you have nobody really, really, truly understands your journey. But you understand it. You understand how it works for you, how it connects to you. It is a true journey for you. When I went into spiritualism many, many years ago, I had friends of mine tell me that I had just stepped off of the deep end. I had just stepped off the edge of the earth, and I was going, things that I heard. But I knew the journey was for me. It was for my vibration. Even after I got married and I brought my wife here and we moved into Cassadaga, my wife's parents thought that I had taken my wife into a cult and we had moved into Crazyville. Until my father started reading Becoming a Spiritualist by Burroughs. Becoming a Spiritualist. And he kind of found out that a lot within that book, Becoming a Spiritualist, was a lot to deal with what he was professing to be his religion. Worded a little different, not worded exactly the way that he was reading it, but it was the same text, the same vibration. And we as individuals might follow a path in our lives and find, this is it, this is where I need to be. Don't adjust your life. Don't adjust your vibration in your life because somebody thinks that what you're doing isn't as good as it should be for you. It is your journey, your vibration, and it should be this vibration of love, this vibration of connection to higher self. So many people have left the work of spiritualism not because they couldn't do it, not because they couldn't leave the religion. Someone tried to keep them in a box, tried to keep them in a small box, said this is the box that you need to play in. Well, some of us don't really draw the lines and we can't really be controlled. So we don't play well in the box. So we have to get out of the box. And then we leave the situation that kept us in the box. Religion has always tried to keep people in a box, a small box. And I always want people to understand spiritualism might not be your religion. It might not be what you want to have in your life. Maybe it's not. Maybe your religion, Christianity, Catholic, Presbyterian, Episcopalian, whatever your religion is, whatever it is, it works for you. It fits you. It fits your vibration. So you find something that fits you, that encourages you and blesses you. Doesn't keep you locked on a path, put in a box. That's where the thoughts come from. What are your thoughts about where you are in your life right now? What are your thoughts? And I feel like some of you are going through some stuff right now in situations in our life, getting towards Easter Sunday. We're going through some things in our lives. A lot of people out here in the audience have lost people to the coronavirus, have lost situations in their life, have lost jobs, careers, choices, situations in life, even losing their businesses at this point. But when you make out that gratitude list, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, always light there. So allow the positive energy to propel itself within your life. As my wife and me first got married, we had a large house fire. And everything was gone. And we were just sitting there going, well, this is not good. And our thoughts were going into this vibration in our lives. But I kept up the positive energy. I kept telling Maria it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be good. You know, people came, helped, encouraged, got us to where we needed to be. Everything kind of worked out. Sure, we had the fire, but boy, things worked out to where they should be. And we realized that. Now, we could have thought negative and craziness and everything, but it wasn't going to help us thinking negative about the situations within our lives. But when you think about walking on palms, when you think about Jesus sitting on the donkey, when you think about the spiritual religions and things that have come forth, take into your vibration what works for you. There could be passages in the Bible that work extremely well for you, and there's other ones in there that you questioned. Father used to always explain to me that I should just take the book as its final value. But I always had questions about why that would happen when here in another part of the Bible, it says something else. So why would I do that? And my father said, just have faith that is what's supposed to be. Well, many years ago when I was young, I used to have people arrive in my room from Spirit, have them move around my space. And I used to talk to them and work with them and speak to them. My mother encouraged me to speak to them, talk to them. I was never unencouraged by speaking to Spirit. I was always encouraged to speak to them because they were there for a reason. When I took you on the meditation today to find someone to speak to you, it is for you to be able to see or sense some kind of energy around you. Allow you to open that doorway. Younger people see Spirit clearer and more vivid than we do as in an older age, because we shut things down. We shut the door. Doesn't mean that a little bit of W4 will spray into the lock, will unlock the door. We just have to realize that we have to work a little harder at it to get to that point we were when we were young because we weren't encouraged to do it. So when you're working with spirit, even here and on Easter Sunday and different things in your life, through this next week, I think we're going to be in home again for next week. Sit for a few days. Sit. Sit. Talk to spirit. Use the psychometry of sitting in a space, allowing the energy to build within that space. Allow it to build within that vibration around you. Because if we all sat and sent healing, we all sat and sent balance to everyone. Everyone on this earth plane started sending energy out into this earth plane. Oh, things could change completely overnight. Because what we're doing is we're sending out love. We're sending out compassion. Easter is a sign of new birth, resurrection, new birth. We are in a situation in our life right now of walking a path. Walking a path. Whether it's got palms on the ground or not, we're walking a path. And as we walk that path, we're going to understand truly how that path affects us. As moment to moment time in your life, start speaking to your higher self. Whether you speak in your head, speak out loud, write down on a piece of paper, talk to your guides, talk to your higher self. Tell them exactly what you feel like you need. What do you personally need in your life? I send out healing constantly throughout the day, throughout the hours. I send it out. And I know that it'll go to wherever it's needed. Throughout the universe, it'll go to wherever it's needed. I don't have to judge it where it should go. It'll go to where it's needed. So when you're giving prayers, when you're giving consciousness prayers, and you're sitting in quiet, know that whatever energy that you're sending out into the spirit world moves. It radiates to where that vibration is. It radiates there because it is needed at that space. I used to love it when healers used to look at somebody and want to heal something on someone. And then come to find out, it wasn't really the problem. The foot wasn't the problem. It was the back. When we allow our egos to get into the vibration and say, no, we're going to fix that right there. Allowing ourselves, just allow the energy from our being to affect the whole picture. Not a corner of it, not a piece of it, the whole picture. And as we move forth in our lives, when I read that, the windows of the soul, hearing the music of the spheres, there's always music playing within our lives, always. It's always playing, always here, always around. It's always here. It's only when we get quiet do we start to hear it. We start to hear that vibration, the vibration of the spheres. Now, when we allow ourselves to be open to spirit, whatever you call that in your life, whatever you profess that to be in your life, allow yourself to find that compassion within your being. Remember, a lot of things in your life have been there because you were a catalyst to help others. You were that catalyst to help them. Spirit says we believe in the law of love, the law of cohesion, things fit together, the law of like attracts like, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of silence. Silence is probably a good one now because we need to be quiet. We need to listen. Some of us can't do anything. We just don't know what to do because we're at a point in our lives. Silence. Because if we are silent, we can hear. And if we can hear, we can understand. So allow yourself to be silent at least once or twice during the day. Find yourself a place to sit and just be quiet. Be still. Be silent and listen. You don't have to be a professional meditator or learn how to do meditation and take all these classes to learn how to do that. All you need to do is to clear your mind and just be quiet and be still. And as this camp, some of the founders were here, and I live in Reverend Robert McDonald's house here in camp, and he was president of the Lily Dale Association, and actually here in the camp he was in major positions here in the organization. But he traveled from Lily Dale to this camp constantly throughout his life, working and teaching. And he has a vibrational story of being, allowing it to be. And I read that story. It's a small book he wrote, but it's a very strong compassion of just being. Don't judge ourselves. Don't beat ourselves up. Don't connect to something that doesn't work for us. Follow a journey, a path in your life that will take you to where you need to be. And allow yourself to see the path. Not just a journey, but the path. And when we do that, we allow ourselves to see how we are moving on the path, what we're walking on, where we're going. It allows us to come to that new understanding of who we are. And being a spiritualist, I do my best in my life to encourage and to bless others. But I also am in this religion for me. Because I know it works for me. It fits the vibration for me. It fits the connection that I need for my spiritual growth. Because I believe in the 9 principles that we read. I believe that the prophecy in the Bible, contained in the Bible, are divine attributes proven through mediumship. I believe that in the golden rule. I believe in infinite intelligence. I believe in that. I also believe in the healing prayer that I talk about, or we recite every Sunday. Even though we recite that in this church every Sunday, what that does is it radiates an energy out from a group to radiate out into the universe. In a spiritualist church, it's just not the readings from spirit that we give you from spirit, from the platform. It's not quite actually reading all this stuff we read. What it is, it causes a vibration within the space when we recite it together. Reciting the 9 principles together, reciting the healing prayer together, reciting it. It brings a new understanding, a new consciousness within our being. That's what it does. And it affects you in some way, in some connection it affects you. Being in a spiritualist church, it affects you. You might not know how it does right away, but it affects you. So you have to realize that spirit is always in control. We tell people we don't go out and try to pull people here. They just find their way here. They find their way here to camp. They find their way to the spiritualist organizations. We don't go out to get them. Because we know that when you're ready, you will appear here. We have people that thought they were going to come here for a weekend and now they've bought a home here. They're here. They were propelled here. They were brought here by spirit. You're brought to things in your life by spirit. By spirit. Because whether it's there to affect your life, bring you to a new balance, a new understanding within your life, or maybe it's to bring you there so that you personally can affect others because you need to be there. You need to be that catalyst to move that group, that vibration, that energy. And spirit propels you there, unknowing to you, but you affect others, which in turn affect others, and it just builds on that vibration. This camp is built on that vibration. When George Colby walked from Blue Spring Landing here in Orange City. And there was no roads here. There was nothing here when he wandered up these paths to this particular location directed to him by his guide Seneca. He didn't know where he was going. He just knew that he had to build a spiritualist camp in the southern part of the United States. And he came here with a small group of people, wandered through the woods to get to this space. And this is where the camp is today. There have been extremely talented mediums and healers here throughout this time of this organization. Eloise Page, Reverend Eloise Page, was a master teacher in the natural law. And she held classes in Gainesville and classes here in natural law for many, many, many years. And so many awesome teachers that have been here in this organization. So they were propelled here. They weren't dragged here. They were propelled. And I want you at this time in your life to know that you're being propelled in a direction within your life. Not because it needs to be that direction. It is that direction that you need to follow. Now we can fight it, argue, and scream with spirit. But usually we still get to where spirit wants us, one way or the other. But allowing yourself to be open to change, open to a connection. Oh, that works. Because when spirit doesn't have to drag you, it moves very quickly. They have to drag you, a lot of screaming, a lot of hollering. Spirit doesn't really hear you hollering and screaming from the other side. They don't. You still get to where Reverend Jerry Frederick would say, they're going to drag you kicking and screaming. So either way, gently down the path or kicking and screaming down the path, but you will still get to where you need to be. As I kind of get ready to close this lecture today, I want you to really look at where you are today. Today. We were in a lot better space probably 3-4 months ago. But you have to realize that there were people in this earth plane 3-4 months ago that probably weren't in a good space then. So there's always some space, some vibration in our lives that somebody on the earth plane, somebody somewhere isn't really in a really good space for themselves. That's because we send energy to bless each and every person. So in your prayers this week, in your meditations this week, send that energy. Don't focus the energy to go to a particular place. Just let it go. Because know that other people are sending energy and it will go to where you want it to go, and your energy will go to where it needs to go. But it will all go to where it's needed. And bless yourself, because for you to do the spiritual work, the connection to spirit, keep yourself healthy. Understand that we're all on a journey. We're all in this together. We're all in this vibration together. We're all connecting. And as the spiritualist camp, know that each and every member out here is sending out healing and blessing to each and every one of you. Every medium, every healer, every minister, every person in this organization is sending out healing to you. Know that we are sending it constantly from our being to help and encourage and to bless the energy within the earth plane. And we've been doing that for many, 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 many years, sending out healing. And we will not stop sending out healing and blessings. Even though our bookstore's closed right now, our welcome center's closed, things are closed down at this point, we will reopen. But know that even in this time of need, we are praying. We are sending out energy. We are sending out blessings. We are sending out encouragement. And at some point for your day today, you might feel energy touch you. You don't know where it's come from, but it's blessed you in some way, some fashion. Know that it's come from somewhere in the spirit world to bless you and take care of you. And each one of you have master guides, loved ones, and people in the spirit world who love your being. And know that they are there for you. They are there for you. My father still walks with me, even though he's been passed to spirit for a number of years. I still have conversations with him. So the question here is, the conversation is still happening between you and spirit. Even though might not hear the vibration, you might not hear the music, it's still playing. And know that with us sending energy and you sending energy, it will bless others and it will come back to you tenfold. And on this Palm Sunday, ride the donkey. Get your strength and your thoughts in motion. Visualize yourself walking on the palms, bringing back that strength within your being, even in these trying times. I know that God loves you. And we here in Cassadaga do too. And I want to thank you for tuning in today. If you like the services, remember I've said here on the page, you can go to our website at cassadaga.org, donate at the donate button. Or I know everybody's home shopping with Amazon. Just go to Amazon Smile and put us in as your charity. And they will send us a percentage. They send us money as a 501c. When you shop, we get money. So if you can donate that way, that'd be awesome too, because I know everybody's home shopping right now. So if you just put our name into that vibration of Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp Meeting Association, and you will see us come up, put us there as your charity, and the money will get here to the camp. Because even though our church, our camp is shut down right now, we still need money to run the organization, to still have it here after all this is done. So if you feel a need and you would like to donate to the camp, there's a donate button on the site. And also at Amazon, you can donate and Smile, Amazon Smile, and put us as your charity. I want to thank you for tuning in today and being part of the service. Remember, next week, I will be doing the Easter sunrise service right outside in Eloise Page Garden at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be doing the Easter sunrise service next Sunday. And at this point, I'm doing the Sunday service too. So you'll hear me again. But then the following week, we have Pauline Gold. She'll be here doing the church service. And then the week after that, we are going to have the Reverend Diane Davis. So we've got two other speakers coming up towards the later part of the month. So, and I'll make sure that I'm telling everybody on the website exactly who's speaking and who's coming up. But next week at this point, it's me. I'll be doing the Easter sunrise service, and I will actually be doing the church service. At this point, that's what's happening. So I want to wish you an awesome week, a healing, a blessing this week, and a love from the camp to you and the organization, because we truly love you, we support you, and we are sending energy for you. And I want to thank you.